I am the terror that flaps in the night. I am the surprise in your cereal box. I am a Darkwing Duck any % run by Bloupeuh. Please take it away.
That's so nice.
That was really good.
I think I dreamed of all my life of having like a Darkwing Duck introduction to one of my runs. I'm getting emotional. That's so cool.
Glad I could help.
That's so cool. Thank you so much. So yeah, this is Darkwing Duck for the NES, and it's like if you thought the shuffler was an adventure, you're not ready for this one. I'm much more terrified for this one. But I love this game. I love this game. Like it's the very first game I wanted to speedrun in my life, and it took me 10 years to be able to do it. So yeah.
All right, are you ready?
Let me just move to the right screen. I'm ready.
Okay, fabulous. And I'll give you a countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. All right. So we are going to start in the sewers. Liquidator is going to be our first boss. He has a bit of RNG that we want to get out of the way right away. And Bloupeuh is already going to be dealing with a lot in the sewers. There are a lot of enemies, a lot of projectiles happening, and there are not a lot of invincibility frames that Bloupeuh gets to use in this game. So it's going to be... got it? It's going to be pretty imperative that these health pickups are popping up for her. So she's going to be taking a little extra time at some points to make sure that she's not getting a game over, which is really tough, especially starting this level. We got to really... Go ahead.
Usually, we start with this one because there's so many things happening. It's so easy to just die or slide on a banana or something.
Yeah. This game kind of throws a lot at you right away, so it's good to get this level out of the way. But she's doing a great job. She's picking up little canisters of gas. For the most part, this run uses a lot of the arrow gas, but that's the primary. It's a really neat mechanic, and you're going to get to see it in a couple of later levels. We'll see some of the full things it can do. So. Just taking some intentional damage. It's a little faster here, but Bloupeuh's a professional and knows that she'll be able to handle it. There you go. You get to see the platforming for the arrow gas just a little bit. It's really cool. It can be used to hurt enemies. It can also be used as a platform. And Bloupeuh in a little bit will be showing off like an arrow gas cancel, in which she can kind of cancel at mid-flight, and then she'll be able to hit enemies down below.
Non, mais c'est pas possible, c'est le pire placement. Pardon.
Liquidators, usually not too much of a problem because... Oh!
What happened? Okay, so it's gonna
there
be...
we go.
It's gonna be really long, I'm sorry.
No worries.
Oh non, mais sérieusement.
Your version of this going long is still shorter than I could do it, so...
It's fair.
Liquidator's usually not too much of a problem, but these kind of like fish things that come up will really chunk away at your health, so we got to be really careful. And Liquidator really can only come up in 3 places, so it's just kind of annoying to deal with.
Pardon. Oh, I'm so sorry.
No worries. Again, just getting it out of the way. See the first boss? That's always the one that's why we do Liquidator first.
Yeah. And especially what you have to know is that we use the arrow gas because it deals much more damage than just the standard gun bullets. So now that I don't have enough gas to make it work, I just have to play, let's say, the standard way. And it's really long. And, how did I manage not to...
This is...
Oh, that's so terrible. That's so terrible.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. I think what's funnier is me hearing this and then being like, all right, what happened? Just waiting the 2 seconds.
It's true because you have the delay.
Yeah,
Seriously, Liquidator, please?
Yeah, this just goes to show how brutal this game can be, how much the RNG can really just like mess you up in the worst ways. I feel like even especially as a kid, these games were not easy. I feel like this one definitely.
Don't ask me why I used to play that when I was a young Bloupeuh. Because yes, Whee!
There we go. Okay, great. I assumed you did it. We're excited. Yeah, Liquidator is definitely difficult. Nice job. Very well done.
Yeah, thank you. I really thought I would go through a game over and we would have to start over again. So I'm
all good. We did it.
Yeah, hopefully.
Great. So we're gonna move on to Bridge. Someone else is in trouble. We need to move on to Bridge. And first thing we're going to be doing is picking up the Thunder Gas, although she's not really going to be using it much at all. It's mostly just to like put more gas in the tank.
Yeah, exactly. The idea is that when you pick a new weapon, like a gas weapon type, you pretty much gain like plus 10 gas, and the arrow gas is using 3 gas each time. So that's why we pick as much as we want as we can, because the more we have, the safer we are.
Yeah, definitely. And most of this level is going to be like easier than the sewers. There's these hooks can be a little bit wonky with their hitboxes, so just got to be careful of that. But other than that, it's a little bit more manageable than the barrage of sewers. Nice, got a health pickup, that's always important. And I got a little bit of scrolling happening. If you have a donation or if you would like to plug anything, feel free.
Yep.
I could plug a whole bunch of things. But some of the important ones that I should talk about is the Trevor Project. Trevor Project is a leading national organization providing crisis intervention and suicide prevention services to lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, and questioning youth. You can check them out at thetrevorproject.org to access their services, find out more about their impact, or to donate. If you want to donate, !donate in chat.
Awesome, thank you. So Bloupeuh is just, she got it. Bloupeuh right there was just looking for a visual cue to line herself up past that kind of second cloud, and so she could just drop down and she could drop all of this heavy gas on the enemy and take it out pretty quickly. Normally the boss is kind of hopping all over these platforms every time you try to touch the ground, but if she hangs in that spot, she can avoid the bananas, and then the boss is over pretty quickly. So that went super well. Nice job.
Thank you.
All right, headed to the center of the city, back to being a little bit wacky. You're going to get to see the arrow gas in full action. I believe you're going to get to see some arrow gas cancels.
Hopefully.
Yes, so we're going to grab that up there. And it's actually interesting. So there you go. Nice cancels going on already. Bloupeuh can't actually control which gas she's using. Once you pick up a power-up, it's what you have. So there are going to be a couple of power-ups that she's just going to have to jump over because she wants to keep that arrow gas where it is.
Me. No.
The bananas are always tricky because you have the knockback and it knocks you right into something that stuns you. So for a speed run, not what you want, but like good recovery for sure.
It's fine. One thing to notice is that when you use the arrow, the arrow gas, if you happen to be too close to the enemy, it won't be considered as you using an arrow, but just a standard bullet. So that's why, like, I tried to use an arrow to like down the flying duck enemy. But it didn't work because I was too close, thus me taking the banana peel and voila. Yeah. But it's good to know.
Bloupeuh's already on Wolf Duck here. She's going to focus up a little bit because Wolf Duck can be a little bit of pain occasionally, but she's going to use that arrow gas in its full glory. Wolf Duck's going to
What?
Run right into it. Uh-oh.
I think I missed one arrow. It's fine, tant pis. Voilà.
There you go. Yeah, so that boss usually will do damage to itself as it runs across there. As you saw, Bloupeuh got one of the hits with the arrow, just kind of sticking out of the side. The boss ran into it. It's really convenient, really nice of you to do. So that went pretty well. I think I read somewhere that Wolf Duck is like the only character that doesn't actually appear in the shows or any media. It's just like from this game in particular.
Yeah, exactly. At least as far as I know.
This is personally my favorite level for no reason other than like what is going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is happening with the tree monsters? Why are there bulldogs in their houses happening in the middle of the jungle? Like, it's a lot to look at. I feel like it's just kind of how these games go from this era. But it pleases me.
It makes no sense. Like, when it comes to the kind of enemies that you have to face, it makes no sense. And I think that's why I love this game so much.
Yeah. It's kind of nonsensical and great, so.
And this is the worst enemy of the whole game, the waterfall!
Yeah, it's if you're photosensitive, it might be a little much. Just be aware the waterfall doesn't last more than like 15 seconds maximum, but just be aware it's a lot to look at. And I know we're
almost done.
Yeah, I know we're coming up on the boss area here pretty soon. I gotta give Bloupeuh some quiet, so just let me know because I'm on a delay.
It's fine.
There is an audio cue Bloupeuh will be using for this next boss fight, just so we can make it a lot easier.
Hopefully.
Yes.
All right. Coming to the boss.
All right.
No, I missed it.
That's all right. So Bloupeuh's just going to
try it again.
Okay, awesome.
And if I miss it again, then I will have to go the standard way. Got it.
Nice. So that boss is really neat. She just kind of listens for that visual cue, or that audio cue rather, and gets in a very specific spot. And then she can use this arrow gas, and that was an awesome fight. That was totally worth redoing that. That was a good job.
Yeah. And usually it saves much more time. The idea is that if you miss this, because it's not really self-explanatory when you see it. The idea is that the moment you gain control of Darkwing Duck, if you jump at the right set of frames, you can grab the up lane, and this allows you to stay on top and basically beat bushroot. If you don't, each and every time, why am I doing this? It's fine. Each and every time you happen to hit bushroot will come back to the top of the screen and like throw some trash at you, and it's really long, like really long. So it's worse, if you have enough health, it's worse dying and retrying that than going the standard way.
Yeah, absolutely. And
I hope it made sense.
No, I feel like it made sense, but I'm biased there, so you definitely explained it to me before. All right, so this level Bloupeuh is on, like, for me, watching is always the most stressful, because just like with the sewers, there is a lot going on. There are these squirrel things that'll chase her down. There are the genies that are just like have the biggest hitboxes. There's just a lot, and it can be a lot to try to dodge everything and maintain health while still going fast.
Trust me, playing it is the most stressful thing ever.
Would you say this is your least favorite level?
Oh yeah, I don't know if it's my least favorite, but it's by far the hardest for me right now.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite level?
Oh. Good question. I guess I should.
Not necessarily.
I think it's still the tower, because the tower is so fun.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
Like the coming level, I think is my favorite.
By the way, that was Megavolt. Megavolt is gone now. That was a really good fight. Bloupeuh kind of knows where to time those cancels for the arrow gas, and that was very expertly done. I hope chat is super excited about watching this professional gameplay, because I know I love watching Bloupeuh run. I think she's very talented.
Thank you.
So we are at the tower. Bloupeuh was just referring to her favorite level, and this is where you're going to see that little cape block mechanic.
Wait, like, hopefully. Okay.
Sometimes it gets a little tricky. The kangaroos playing basketball can be a little iffy, but no problem. Totally works itself out. I think this is actually my favorite level to watch also, just because it does seem pretty straightforward and it has some like fun vertical movement to it.
Yeah. It's really unique compared to the other levels that we have in the game.
And just using a little bit of that arrow gas to get higher a little bit faster. I think the last time that you ran this, I was watching it back. We were talking about the kangaroos playing basketball, and you said that there was like a French cartoon or something that had the kangaroos playing basketball, and so it made sense to you that they were playing basketball in this game. But
when I was a kid, I actually never really asked myself the question.
No, I mean, it makes sense. They can jump high. They could probably dunk the ball. Like, I think that makes sense.
Yeah, but indeed, we had a cartoon, and I think after when we discussed that during the Frost Fatale run, I went to check, and I think it actually is a French cartoon, and it never got released in the US.
And it's what time in France right now?
It's, let me check, 12:41.
Okay, all right. So last time, I know it was 5 a.m. for you when you ran this the last time.
Yeah, true.
So you're like, I don't think there's anyone in France awake right now to back me up on this. But hey, if anyone is in France or grew up in France or knows of any kangaroo basketball cartoons, let us know.
Okay, so that's gonna be interesting. Fine.
This is Moliarty, by the way.
Yeah. Like, something which is tricky in this game is that when you have some big platforms that you can grab, like here, your height will change depending on where you grab the object. So from time to time, you might not be at the exact right height just because of that. You were aware of France. That's nice.
France certainly does exist, yeah.
Yeah, it's a thing. Great. Why? That's fine.
It's amazing that Darkwing Duck has a cape strong enough to deflect cannonballs, by the way.
Yeah, true.
Like, basketballs are one thing, but he is straight up deflecting full cannonballs, which is very impressive. I want to know who made that cape personally. And where can I get one? Not that I'm doing a lot of deflecting cannonballs, but you never know.
I would assume gyro. They're in the same, it's the same kind of multiverse, so.
Okay, I'll have to trust you. I
guess I actually am not sure, and I'm mostly supposing this based on the remaster of DuckTales, like the cartoon remaster that we had, which is fantastic, by the way. If you didn't have the chance to see it, it's a great cartoon.
I'll have to look it up. I definitely have not seen it.
It's fantastic, really.
So this is actually the last level. I don't think we mentioned that,
Nope.
But Bloupeuh is just tearing through. So honestly, kudos to her. We've got these we're gonna start coming up on these Terminator Duck enemies, so you can see a lot of the inspiration taken from this era. They have two forms, which is really cool. They've got their kind of Arnold form, and then their actual Terminator form, which is fun. I guess they're both Terminator. Arnold is the Terminator, but you know what I'm saying. Isn't Darkwing Duck like a cartoon in the DuckTales universe? Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Initially it was, but if you see the DuckTales remake reboot, it's getting more important than that. But yeah, indeed it is. Like initially, that was the case.
All right. So getting some extra health pickups. These ducks you don't really need to worry about once they get into like their robo form. They just kind of, as you probably saw, they just kind of walk off the edge, which is very convenient. It's just when they have these projectiles. Nice.
That's fine. That's okay. I took it as pretty much on purpose.
Yeah.
Okay. The second one is not supposed to be on purpose. Second one, I just sucked. It's fine.
That's okay. This can be a really tricky boss fight. This is the last boss fight, by the way, so I'm gonna let Bloupeuh make you aware of time whenever that happens. But
yeah, the time is when we get this enemy down, so it's gonna be in a few seconds. Time.
nice job.
Yeah. Wow. Let's just forget about the first level. The first level, we did it first try, no problem. Liquidator, easy peasy.
Chat, I'm pretty sure we all saw it first try, right? We all saw it first try. No, that was really great. Congratulations.
Thank you. And now you get to enjoy the nicest and best like cinematic outro of the NES.
It really is.
Like, to me it is. Like, I know it's super arguable, but I love the cinematic so much. It's so much fun. So yeah, that was Darkwing Duck, and I hope you liked it. It's really not an easy game, but it's so fun to play. Really. Ta-da! That's the end! They wanted to make sure not to make a Darkwing Duck 2, I guess.
Yeah.
Right, so yeah, that's it for me. Brisby, thank you so much for the great commentary. As always, you're fantastic.
Yeah. Thanks for having me. I really enjoy playing these with you. So thank you.
It's always a pleasure. And I'm sorry, Dave. I just interrupted you.
No, it's okay. I was going to say I only have 2 words for that run: blathering, blatherskite.
Oh yes! Yeah! Thank you. Oh, so cool. Best outro ever. you did the best intro ever and the best outro ever for my run. Like, I can't thank you enough.
Yay! I'll clip it and save it forever.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for having me. I had a really nice time. It was fantastic.
Thank you both so much for being here. Everybody, please stick around. In a little bit, we're going to be doing Life Slide New Game Plus Seedless by GlitchClat7. So go get a drink of water, stand up, stretch, hydrate, get a snack if you need to. We have finished the duck hour. So please take a quick rest, and we will be right back with a little bit more Power Up Pride.